The Short Bus by Jonathan Mooney made me really reflect on the term that is frequently used, and that is the word normal. I strongly dislike the term normal. According to the dictionary, normal means not strange as well as mentally and physically healthy. Sometimes society treats those that have disabilities unfairly, and some of those that have disabilities are just born that way, and it really is not their fault. So to me, to call them abnormal is not very fair. They are human just like everyone else. They may need some extra assistance, but they want to be treated like everyone else and feel like they fit in. When Jonathan Mooney was in school and his teacher told him to act normal today, that really made me think more of the effects that can actually have on a child to tell them to act normal. Clearly, it affected Jonathan Mooney because that's why he started his journey of the short bus. He wanted to find others that were abnormal and see how they overcame being labeled different. I think everyone deserves a fair chance at being treated equally and fair. So all in all, I really did enjoy the short bus. It gave me a glimpse as to how students are treated and have been treated in special needs programs. So that leads me to a reflection on the resource program at my school. So I work at St. Francis de Sales Elementary School in Sherman Oaks, and I'm very fortunate enough to have a resource program and a resource specialist at my school. The title of our program is STEP. It stands for Support Team Education Plan. For a student to be in STEP, there is a process that begins with the teacher. If a teacher notices a student that is having a hard time, then that teacher needs to provide opportunities for differentiation in class to show that they have tried some intervention strategies. If that doesn't work, then the teacher recommends the student to the resource specialist. The specialist begins an informal assessment with an anecdotal observation, looks at the student's CUME records, grades, and previous teacher comments. If it is an academic issue, then the specialist sits with the student and asks questions regarding that topic, that academic topic that the student's struggling with. After the assessment, the specialist sets up a team meeting with the administration, parents, and teachers. A STEP plan is then put in place for the student and the constituents. Each member on the team has a job to help the student achieve success. After several weeks with the plan in place, the specialist will reevaluate the plan and check in with the team to see if any adjustments need to be made and if anything should be added or taken out of the plan. If that ends up not being successful, then the specialist waits for the parents to ask for additional help, and the specialist gives referrals for outside help and to even contact public schools to see what they offer for assistance and to set up possible testing. This plan in place has been wonderful for me as a teacher. I have had many students succeed with the program. I have a student, and for privacy's sake, we'll just call him Johnny. Johnny had an early intervention STEP plan put in place at the beginning of the school year. He struggled very much with reading and with his confidence. Johnny was pulled out of my class 3 days a week by the resource specialist to get additional help. His parents were helping him at home, and with 3 months left in school, I can say so happily that Johnny has blossomed so much. He volunteers more, he enjoys reading out loud, and of course, just like any other child, he has his moments where he does get frustrated, but I can say that he has truly grown so much, and I am very proud of him and his success with our STEP and resource program. Another student of mine named Bobby has a different situation than Johnny. Bobby is very, very bright and has no academic issues, but his issues are more with behavior. Bobby can't sit still, probably has the messiest desk you will ever see, and he blurts out a lot throughout the day. A STEP plan has been put in place for him, and slowly but surely, he is resisting those negative behaviors during class. Bobby and I keep a chart together, and at the end of the day, we talk about his day and talk about things that he shouldn't have done and things that we can work on. And if he and I feel that overall he had a very good day, I'll give him a sticker for his good behavior. And when he gets a certain amount of stickers, he gets to do something special with his family. So that has been a good incentive for him in our STEP program and really been working for him. Unfortunately, though, the support of parents is not always present, and it is a challenge I do face. For example, one of my students has behavior issues, and instead of the parent taking the advice of the team, she's just decided to medicate the child, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing because it does work for some children, but the child hasn't reacted very well to the medicine, so she took him off of it, and his behaviors in class are still very present, and the advice that we're giving her, she isn't taking, so I can only do so much on my end as a teacher, but when you don't have the support from the parents, it does create a barrier. So overall, those are my stories of some of my students in my class with the resource program. And I'm very happy to have the support of my resource specialist in the school to help my struggling students. And I'm very blessed that they are given the opportunities to succeed to the best of their abilities.